sets up for a suppression and then retreats. Good retreat there. Another artillery call in on that medic bunker, forcing any squads here to retreat. And oh, the Pioneer squad pops out at a bad time. That's where the shell hit and takes him out. So checking the attack map here, I wish I could see the US player as I'm following the Wehrmacht player here. So I can't see him unless the Wehrmacht player sees him, even with Fog of War off. But anyway, Volk squad gonna get torn up by this engineer squad, needs to fall back. Definitely want to fight at a ranged distance there, and probably gonna have to retreat as two rifle squads are moving into that medic bunker. And there he goes. Now the US player definitely capitalizing on the right side. Wehrmacht player gonna do a push here, supported by an MG. It's very narrow here, and no chance of flanking that MG unless you're all the way down here. But there's no rifle squads in position for that. Now gonna decap his plus 16 fuel. And the US player now has an MG, no weapon support center, must have picked it up from the Wehrmacht player. Thank you very much, he probably says, and should take care of this Volk squad. They're in for a little surprise as now he has an MG squad, but uses for the fatherland. Does that make them immune to suppression? I wouldn't know, but he manages to bust through that and flank that MG here on the left side. MG forced to retreat and reveals his M8. Now he moves his AT gun up and probably gonna move it here into the middle and to the right, and then face towards the middle. Here on the right side for the fatherland, still in action. Gonna take out this engineer squad. Needs to retreat. Those are very expensive, and there it goes. Kills the engineer squad there on the right side. M8 not doing much. I definitely think he should do much with it, but there's an AT gun here in place as they could support him on the right side. Maybe he kind of thinks there's an AT gun on the field and doesn't want to risk it without the support of rifles. So, and Wehrmacht player placing mines once again here. Let's see what that can do. May get a good hit on the M8. You never know. Mines have been really good lately, and now he gets his first zombie grenadier coming out from the medic bunker. MG gonna rifles and engineer squad coming out here, supported by the MG. He needs to get a flank on him, or he's gonna lose this fight on the right side. MG now suppresses one Volk squad. Grenadier forced back by the bars and flaming. Now he's forced to retreat. Grenadier squad needs to fall back to the medic bunker, or the MG's setting up here on the right side, but they are hiding behind the bush now and they can't fire on them. MG on the left side able to suppress him, so this MG saving him here. Didn't see those two MGs set up. Now the M8's starting to move, just been sitting there the whole time really. AT gun is still facing the left side, so he comes from the north. You might be able to get a few good hits, but that is a long way to fight there, as there's a lot of buildings and whatnot for him to hide behind. As his Volk squad needs to get out of there, there's not much for him to do unless he's just trying to delay the Wehrmacht or the US player for his MG to set up here on the right side, suppress the rifle squad. But there's AT gun moving up for that M8, so it can be a very close fight here on the left side. Wehrmacht player may go for a cutoff point as he knows the US player is currently reinforcing and fighting on the right side here with only a Volk squad MG. M8 needs to take out that MG. It's all gonna... MG retreats, decaps the VP, probably wants to retreat that as well. Now he gets the cutoff, but there's a rifle squad here, as he did see him push up the middle with that rifle squad near the medic bunker earlier, and I heard our artillery going off once again. Where is that at? Going off the middle, definitely wants to get rid of that bunker. Probably not going to take it out. I believe the howitzer is out here now, so you're going to be seeing that fire off a lot. Here on the right side though, Wehrmacht player winning that fight. On the left side, US player winning that fight, supported by the MG. This fight will go on for quite a little bit. And turns this fight around with artillery, forcing the Wehrmacht player back, and does retreat. One Volk squad at full health, so I didn't see the damage done, but he did win that fight, and it looks like a Volk squad there. 2 Volk squads down on a few guys. US player also retreats here on the left side, actually. Not much. Setting up his MG. Gonna defend that cutoff point now. And catches the AT gun out of place. And is that the only AT gun he has out? Yes, he does. Oh, and it hits the mine. Kills the... Whose mine was that? I don't know, but it hurt the rifle squad. It kills the AT crew and steals the AT gun, making that M8 a happy M8. So now we have a Puma out, but the M8 can counter that unless the Puma gets the upgrade for 75 munitions, and he doesn't have that upgrade yet, and he's not getting it right now, so he doesn't have any counter for the M8 unless he wants to spend a lot of munitions firing Panzerfaust, but doesn't have the munitions, so he can't get Shreks because he only has at 18 munitions right now, plus 32 per minute. Takes out that AT gun, may reman it for himself to try and fire on the M8, but the more rifle squads coming in. As long as the M8 can dance around the AT gun, he should be fine. And then he can go free reign on all these squads, really, as he can't do much. Oh, artillery firing in once again, needs to retreat as all these squads are down to 2 guys. Takes out the AT gun, so the Wehrmacht player definitely needs to rebuild, and takes out the Puma as well. And now the M8 has veterancy, very happy M8, 4 kills for infantry and 1 vehicle kill. Wehrmacht player decapping his plus 16, delaying him a little bit. Very nice flank by the Wehrmacht player, flanking the M8 MG on the left side over at his cutoff point. Gonna decap that and cut him off from the left side of the map temporarily here. Howitzer getting ready to fire again. He was positioning it, maybe just positioning it for the cooldown. Once that's out here, Wehrmacht player needs to fall back, supported by engineer squad. Does he have an MG? Trying to get the MG set up in time, but it will probably be very close. Retreats. Good retreat right there. Don't want to take any damage unnecessary damage there on the right side. Lots of fighting going on in the middle. Lots of big infantry fights. No tanks here. No fast tier 4, and we have Rangers out with the, I believe it's a Thompson upgrade, tearing up those Grenadier squads right there. So he needs to keep his distance and then fire onto the Ranger squad as they're heavily outnumbered now. Needs to be careful. May throw a grenade as they're kind of blocked, or fire artillery. No, Ranger squad's gonna retreat there. M8 now he does have Shreks, and here comes the artillery trying to fire onto that infantry blob. But as long as he micros away from there, he should be good, as he did move quite a bit. And he wins the fight here in the middle. Medic bunker still continuing to pick up these dead bodies. And the US player is still cut off here, needs to recap that and then try to get an MG set up so he can't decap it. And there he goes, the MG set up. Go ahead and suppress these squads. Should be able to hold on here. Definitely wants to kill the M8, gets a Panzerfaust. No Shreks are near the M8, so the M8 gonna fall back in case he tries to do that again, and holds onto the left side as well as killing a squad. Now the medic bunker going to work here, picking up 2 dead guys, trying to kill the medic. Should definitely start killing these medics off. There he goes, trying to kill the medics so he can't get any more squads. And now the Wehrmacht player recapitalizing the right side with an MG out. Checking the tech here. He does have double veterancy for these squads. Infantry squads. He could get, we have a Sturm Armory out. Could get Nebel or something like that, as the US player has MGs and is going to go heavy infantry as well, but needs to be careful because he has a howitzer and that can easily be countered. As long as you scoot and shoot and whatnot, if you fire your Nebel and then move it, as the howitzer usually tries to counter that. Howitzer gonna fire onto that VP, nothing over there anymore. Late squads are gone now, and the Ranger squad here taking care of business, but now the Grenadiers are gonna shoo them away. Howitzer firing again. Hasn't gotten any big kills, but he has forced the Wehrmacht player to retreat on a lot of fights. as he only has 3 kills right now. Right here on the left side, Pioneer Squad gonna retreat. Not much going on now. Is the right side Vermont player gonna push, flank this MG. Needs to get rid of that MG as it's suppressing his squads there. Squad should go into that building. One Volk squad does get in the building, so it cannot get suppressed. M8 gonna be really annoying here. If he can get rid of the Shrek squad, nothing else for the Vermont player to fire on that. And now the M8 can move up if he pleases. No AT gun, nothing. Nope, nothing. Shrek is forced to retreat, and that's his only Shrek squad actually. So he needs to get like a AT gun, maybe a Stug if he really wanted to. And the US player actually has an AT gun. And needs to retreat this Volk squad in the middle. There it goes. Actually up north, middle-ish. And he does. Now checking the attack map, checking the VPs. 421, 333. Still anybody's game really. As both players have decent sized armies, and there haven't been any big loss. Grenade, gonna take a good hit on the Grenadier squad, not taking anybody out, but a good chunk of his health. Rangers getting up close there, gonna start tearing up these squads. Needs to fall back. Oh no, MG support in the back. I keep on not seeing these MGs in the back. Now he has an AT gun coming out, but it's a little gonna be a while until the AT gun walks up there. Here on the left side though, 2 squads duking it out versus 1 rifle squad. Going back up to the north, MG gonna suppress the squad, needs to fall back. Ooh, and loses the Grenadier squad, probably trying to get out of that suppression and then just start reinforcing from the medic bunker, but he does lose that squad there. Shoos away the rifle squad there on the left side. Now able to capitalize on the left side. Does cut him off again, didn't realize that. That has to be getting very annoying there. But good harassment, definitely want to stay consistent. MG setting up and should be able to set up and take care of the 3-man rifle squad on the right side, decapping his plus 16 munitions. Now MG Howitzer firing once again. Where are you firing? You're probably going to fire into these Volk squad here. Where are you? No, on the munitions actually. And now kills the M8 main gun destroyed. Fires onto the M8 and doesn't kill it. Fires onto the M8 again, doesn't kill it. There it goes. It took like 3 shots with the M8 having almost no health. Now it's gone. Fighting going on in the middle. Throws a grenade, overshoots, and the Grenadier squad still free reign here. We do have triple veterancy for the infantry, as that's what you really need against bars. Bars are very powerful. And from the US player, don't see anything new coming out. Definitely still going to stick to infantry. Has a weapon support center up. Howitzer still only 3 infantry kills, so he's trying to get that juicy kill on the Vermont player. Usually you would fire onto your opponent when he begins to retreat, but hasn't been able to do that as